So Bad It's Good is sponsored by our friends at Hims. Hair loss isn't just about hair. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror. Hims helps you take back that confidence with access to simple, personalized care that fits your life. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/sobad. That's hims.com/sobad for your free online visit. hims.com/sobad. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products included compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Folks, welcome back to an all-new week of So Bad It's Good. On Mondays, we do a pop culture roundup, and with us, as always, is she's been married for a year. We're wishing her a happy year anniversary of blissfully being married, and she's a chef as well, and also the co-host of Snarkbait, the one and only Sophie Ross Brooks. Sophie, how are you?
Hi, I am good. I can't believe it's been a year. Where does the time go?
That is truly where does the time go? But you showed me something. You were doing something really wifely, and you were making Henry. What were you making Henry?
I was making him pumpkin bread, and either there was too much batter or the baking dish, the bread pan was too small. Either way, it exploded and dripped all over the oven, and it looks like shit from a butt. I took a picture and I posted it on my Instagram story.
Guys, if you want to see food that looks like shit from a butt, go run to Sophie's Instagram stories before it expires. Because this,
yeah.
And is Henry like, what the fuck, woman? You're supposed to be cooking. What the fuck?
Yeah, he beat my ass right before this. I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to let you do your little thing with your mic unless you make a good pumpkin bread. Yeah.
In his wife beater tank top.
wait,
and a gold chain.
That's, oh my God. The wife beater moniker for those shirts is so inbred. Like, and I know it's not that I have to correct myself, and I've like forgotten the word tank top because wife beater became so prevalent, especially during those early Jersey Shore seasons. Yeah. And then I was saying it last year and I was like, oh my God, I'm not even realizing what I'm saying. And I forgot the word tank top.
I know. It's apparently like first of all, you said inbred. It's inbred in your brain.
So many things are inbred because of my inbreeding. Yeah.
And apparently it's like not a politically correct term anymore, which is understandable. But I think it's like there's so many different types of white tank tops. There's only so many like ways you can describe a ribbed scoop neck fitted white shirt on a dad bod. Like that's a wife beater. Okay, but I'm sorry. I know it's like not politically correct.
No, it's not politically correct, but it is so funny is how we forget the meaning of words sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying it, not even putting those words together for what they mean. But basically, are you going to do round 2 or did you just give up?
Oh, on marriage?
No, that too, but the pumpkin bread mainly.
Yeah. When I literally on marriage, round 2, baby. No, this is it. I only had like, the ingredients for one. So this is it for now, but I'll probably try
edible. Again. No, it's still edible.
It's probably still going to be good. I haven't tried it yet. So fingers crossed.
How many times in my life where I've said it's still edible? Like I'll eat anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm one of those like,
too.
Yeah, you remember that Seinfeld episode where George was eating a donut out of the trash can? And he was sitting there right on top, and I'm not saying I've done that, but like not far from it.
I've done something similar. Like I actually was making one of those, I'm not even going to say which one, but they were, one of those individual meal plan things that are for healthy keto eating. Yeah. And I took off the film wrap on the top of the thing, threw it in the trash, and then realized I needed that for microwaving. So I fished it out. And it was definitely covered in trash can shit. But I was like, I don't know what else to use.
Poor Henry's been sick 180 days over the last year, by the way, you guys.
I know. I'm the worst.
What is the last year taught you in terms of what were the surprises of being married and what are the things of oh, this is exactly how I thought it would be?
Ooh, I don't know. Like when you're in a long-term relationship and you like live with your partner, like getting married doesn't feel that different
Yeah.
day to day. But then when like hard stuff happens, you're like, "Oh, I have this partner for life who is like there for me through thick and thin." And he is just reinforced that every single day that he is there no matter what, no matter how crazy
He's
I
a
mean, you
solid
guys
guy. He's a solid guy.
he's just like the best. Like I actually just don't know how I got so lucky. I'm like I said this to him today. I was like I did something like right in a past life. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
So many people think you don't deserve it. Like
Yeah.
it's so weird. I being one of those. I talked to Henry at the wedding. I was
Yeah.
like, you sure about this?
Yeah,
Are you
no, literally. I'm
I
sure
pulled
everyone
him
listening to this podcast is like, how does he do it? How does he put up with her? He's a saint. He is.
We're all saints in our own ways. Anyways, listen, it has been a big week. I know you were out of town. I don't know when you got back, but
Mhm.
I don't know how caught up on television you are as always. So we can start easy. I think the easy one that I think you probably watch is Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, right?
Yes, I did watch Salt Lake and I watched Wife Swap with Angie
Isn't
K.
Wife Swap is like the feel good hit of the year? What did you think of Wife Swap?
I thought it was solid. I
It
am
was feel
curious
good.
now. Yeah, it was feel good. It was silly. It was fun. So they are still doing Wendy's episode, right?
They are. They added Wendy's episode back into the mix. I think it'll
Okay.
be the fourth episode and said it was supposed to be the first. They moved it to the fourth. She's still in all the previews. And I think that's the right move.
Yeah, and I feel like the fact that it was slated to be the first episode originally means that it's like the best episode. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited for that one,
It would be
honestly.
great if Dr. Wendy's, like, she brought a bag of shit to hide at the lady's house. Like, hey, what are you doing? I'm just putting things. Can you just keep this here for 6 months? There's just some jewels and stuff.
Like the bling ring teenagers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna keep my I actually am behind on Potomac. I did not watch Potomac this past week because that was the day that I was
It's fun.
flying. But yeah, I need to catch up on Potomac. I did watch Salt Lake. Lisa Barlow's not okay.
She's not okay, and I fight for the right for her to not be okay
Yeah.
because the fact that she exists, I want to fight. Like, she's really, like, did you notice that one scene with Heather when she's like fighting with Heather at the store and she has like a wad of hundreds in her hand? And she's like waving around
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah.
And people were coming at her in the comments. And Lisa was fighting back, going, "Oh my God, it's tip money. I'll
What
just
does that
remember to
mean?
never buy anybody any." Well, listen, she works in like supposedly a hospitality industry, and you do tip out a lot of people when you do that. But still, I think you would be cognizant enough to not carry, because I just get triggered because I just remember Teresa Giudice on that first season of Jersey holding the big wads of cash. And it's like, you just got to be careful on these shows because we have so many representations now, even with Dr. Wendy being the most recent, that these people can get in real trouble financially.
I know she works in hospitality, but it's like she's not like a waitress or a bartender or a dancer.
Yeah, she tips out the barbacks and she tips out the
Like,
bartenders.
I'm
Yeah.
so confused. And I also have seen, I feel like, a lot of discussion, and I think this is part of it, the carrying around cash. But people are like, how are they so wealthy? Like, how
Well,
are they? Like,
yeah.
are that many people buying Fresh Wolf? Probably not. Are that many people buying, what's it called, Vita Tequila? Probably not. Like,
No, I mean,
where is
Vita
this money
Tequila-
coming from?
I mean, yeah, that's like, and I will think like you're ignorant to the fact if you go on these shows and don't think people are going to look into your finances anymore. Like it's going to happen,
Yeah.
and you've got to be able to back that up somehow. Like at least with Heather, we know we can point to Beauty Lab and Laser.
Yeah.
You know that money. Like Angie K has her hair care money. Whitney very open about not having money. So like they've been open.
Mary has her church constituents who she takes from.
But see, that's the thing, too, is that Mary, even bringing up the church in this season, it means we're going to go look into the church even more. And that church has a troubled financial history. And I mean, we're just curious about that. But Bravo audiences, we're like a pit bull. We'll get on that shit. And like Lisa, I get scared for because she fights back. And I sometimes, like, even John seems sick of her shit this episode. And we haven't seen that before.
Yeah. One day she's going to bark up the wrong tree.
Well, do you think that wrong tree is Bronwyn?
Bronwyn. Yes.
But at the end, Bronwyn has her own things. We find out that her past has been sealed, which I would have to imagine Todd stepped in there and made sure those records were sealed, right?
Yeah. May a marriage like Bronwyn and Todd's never find me.
I totally agree with you, but at the same time, there is that part of me that goes, it must be completely different off camera. Like, there's that hopeful person of like, they must kind of play it up for the cameras, but at the same time, they probably don't. But why would you agree to film, and why would she let him film unless she wanted him to look like an ass? Because he's going to look like an ass every time a camera's on him.
That's a great question. Do you think she's on Housewives? She's one of those who's like, I need to start making my own money so I can leave him.
I mean, I have to say, Sophie, the thought has crossed my mind. And, think about it. Her mom and her husband seem to not celebrate her. So it must be so amazing, a feeling for her to be celebrated in some sense by the Bravo audience.
Yeah.
And she gets to be like, I'm fabulous. And the way she fights with the ladies are the way her mom and her husband kind of come at her. So she's able to be like, oh, I can come hard on Lisa because my own family comes hard at me. It's really interesting. And I do wonder with the sealed records, if anything, and what will come out more about that. I don't think Lisa Barlow's finding the information, but I do believe Lisa is aware of the information. I believe Bravo fans find this information.
Yeah, there's more to the story. Like, I feel like this could be a thing that just gets brushed over and, like, doesn't become a thing. But also, I feel like it should become a thing because what even is this?
It should become I mean, listen, if we're going to come looking into other people's things, and Bronwyn had to have known, and I'm wondering when those documents were sealed. Were they sealed way before she got on Housewives? Were they sealed when she got married to Todd? Or were they sealed once she knew she was in contention for a Housewife slot?
I don't know. That's so interesting. I feel like the Bravo docket might have an episode on this. So
I'm sure
I need
they
to listen
will if
to
they
it.
haven't already. But it is something interesting. And then this week's episode, they're doing a crossover with, Below Deck Down Under. And it looks like Lisa, like Heather finally kind of fully stands up to Lisa, and Lisa's crying.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious how that all goes down too.
Yeah. What do you think of Angie K and Mary's friendship scene?
I mean, it's so ridiculous and at the same time beautiful. I mean, the fact that she'll go that hard on a fart, and you can tell that Angie is trying not to crack up, but at the same time, I don't know. I found there's something so beautiful in Mary being like, a friend like you doesn't come around once every 20 years. And I thought it was like the end scene to a movie of like, you had me at hello. And I thought there was something weirdly beautiful and tragic about Mary, and that she'll hurt you before you have a chance to hurt her,
Yeah. I mean, it definitely is an endearing friendship for sure. I think that Mary is way too sensitive for it to last because she's ready to call it quits on a friendship at one discretion. So yeah, I think Angie K is the queen of crossing lines and boundaries. So I don't know if it's long for this world, but I'm rooting for them.
Dude, if Wife Swap really wants to go ballsy, put a family with Mary. Like let's swap. And can you imagine?
That's scary.
Somebody switches and it's like just like the grandfather husband and Robert Jr. Like the mom has to go like the wife swap. Like that would be if you really want to get ballsy, go that way.
Stop. That's too scary to think about.
I know, but I think it would be a ratings bonanza. Yeah. Anyways, Salt Lake is just really, it's something that I still look forward to it every week. They have not had a bad episode yet.
Yeah. I mean, they're firing on all cylinders,
Yeah.
And like, I feel like for months and months and months, we didn't have a Housewives franchise airing. And now we have Salt Lake City and Potomac, which are honestly two of the best, in my opinion. And OC, but like, I have not kept up with OC.
Yeah.
I know OC doesn't count right now. So I don't know. I feel like they need to do a better job of spacing. Because I feel like we went a really, really, really long time without a good Housewives franchise airing. Again, OC doesn't count.
OC doesn't count, which is weird. Like OC is almost hurt by the fact that Salt Lake and Potomac are airing because those franchises work. And when you watch OC, which I have every week, it's exhausting. You're like, oh my God, I want to bash my head against the wall. And we're seeing the same shit like episode in, episode out. And they're coming up on the 20th season. This week will be the finale. And then we have 3 reunion episodes. And first off, I don't think most people don't even give a shit, but they're locked into this cast because the 20th season is right around the corner, and I don't think they're going to just scrape everybody. They're going to keep most of these people and add a few like OGs of the OC.
I was going to say, how do we fix OC? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the current cast obviously isn't working. I am a proponent, and I always have been a proponent of bringing Vicky Gunvalson back.
Yeah, I think she'll be in some capacity. My thing is, could she be a full-time again? You know, it's like, once again, it's like these ladies' lives have all gone in like kind of separate directions. So you have to believe that they're coming together for a reason, even if it's for a 20th anniversary. Or can Vicky just handle a friend of, you know, like with too much spotlight on her life, kind of. I was watching we're covering Roni season 1 on the Patreon right now, and I just finished the first season, and it's so good, but it's like pre us getting annoyed at Ramona. So you're just like meeting this lady that you're like, it's kind of like Lisa Barlow. You can't believe Ramona exists, but it's like, it's before all of the shit that we held against Ramona for valid reasons kind of came out. And so it's like this lovely period where you're like, God, this is just fascinating to watch you because I've never met anybody like you on TV before.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like, I just feel like that's what makes a magical housewife, whether you love her or hate her, and a lot of her hate her, Ramona, but we love OG Roni. And I feel like Emily and Gina are just like, they're too normal, basic. Like,
that's it. You know, there's nothing wrong with them individually, you know, and I do believe they have a real friendship, but sometimes they don't fit in with the histrionics and they're not good enough at reliable narrators. And so when they try to like put themselves in the action or they try to hold people accountable, you kind of write them off because most of their cast has written them off all the seasons that they've been on the show. And so they are growing within that show, but they've sometimes been kept on the show because I don't think the show ever knows what to do with itself.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think way too much about this. So yeah, OC is at least ending, and then we should be getting the trailer for Beverly Hills in the next couple of weeks. Speaking of Roni, though, Radio Andy just had its 10th anniversary party in New York, and Carol Radziwill was there, and Ramona was there, Countess Luann was there, Dorinda was there, and there is a lot of talk of Carol Radziwill, like ever since her and Andy made up. She's been now at a lot of these kind of events or around things, and a lot of people have been excited. Would you, in any capacity, would you want to see these older Roni ladies back together? So Bad It's Good is sponsored by our friends at Hims. Hair loss isn't just about hair. It's about how you feel when you look in the mirror. Hims helps you take back that confidence with access to simple, personalized care that fits your life. Now me, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm starting to get a receding hairline. I'm seeing the hair and I'm not loving it sometimes. And that's where Hims comes into play, because Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medications, serums, and sprays. Doctor-trusted, clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. There's no hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule. Think of Hims as your digital front door that gets you back to your old self with simple 100% online access to trusted treatments for real health concerns all in one place. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/sobad. That's hims.com/sobad for your free online visit. hims.com/sobad. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products included compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, like, probably.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like, I'm not going to lie.
If I don't have to work on it, yeah.
Yeah, I probably would. I'm curious about, like, new Roni, I don't even know what's happening with that.
Well, supposedly Aaron, Sai, and Jessel are coming back, and then the rest are going to be, I mean, I think they'll make the announcement at BravoCon, but I don't think who knows? Maybe they're changing their mind once again, and they're going to, filter OG and new Roni. I don't know.
Yeah, because there are rumors that it was being put on pause. And
Yeah.
then everyone was like, no, those rumors aren't true. Like, we're back. And then it was like they're being reboot. Like, I'm so confused what's going on with Roni in general. But yeah, I think maybe it's like, do we go back to the original recipe? Back to basics? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, listen, when Roni was canceled or the OGs were canceled, it was a different time. Like the
Yeah.
pandemic was happening. I completely understand why they did away with that cast. But, time does make you grow fonder of people. They said Countess Luann was like hammered at that party the other night. And I was like, that is
I don't doubt it.
fucking
Did I
wild.
tell you about the one time I met her? It
Tell
was
me
like
again.
literally out at a bar. It must have been like 10 years ago. It was like when I first moved to New York and she was plastered, could barely stand. And we were like, Countess, like freaking out, me and my friends. And then her friends like pulled her away because she was embarrassing herself. So yeah, it's
Oh.
like I feel like that's just her baseline.
Oh my God. I used to do you remember the actor Andy Dick, the comedian?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He would always I worked in the bar industry in LA, early aughts, everybody would have an Andy Dick story where he would come in like
Yeah.
hammered and
Yeah.
like do insane things. And I hate that Luann is potentially the New York version of Andy Dick. And I'm half joking, but watching that first season, you got to think about how different Countess Luann's life was or is now because
Crazy.
she was married with 2 kids, but you could tell she loved to go out because there was one episode with her niece and they went out to like a rock and roll bar and she was so excited. And I'm like, her life really is 180 degrees different than what it was on that show. She is living kind of this rock star life where she is performing and then she seems to party it up every night with really interesting people. But I just hope she doesn't go so far like the arrest part,
Yeah, I would hope not. It is crazy to think about.
I
Like,
know.
she was like a waspy housewife countess, like completely different than she is today. But yeah, I would say she is the Andy Dick of Bravo, of New York, and that everyone has a story about
I feel
her.
so horrible saying that because I'm like, oh, I don't. I mean that. I mean that in the most loving, even though I don't know how it could come
It's a
off as
term of
loving.
endearment.
Yeah, Andy Dick was very successful at one point. No, I worry about all of these ladies at some point, but it was interesting to see them all together. And Carol Radziwill is the only one where it would just be once again like, oh man, she'd have to be with like crazies.
Well,
'Cause,
that's
like,
the thing
they're all
also
crazy.
is that Luann, Dorinda, and Sonia all kind of arguably, objectively have problems with drinking. They
Yeah.
go a little too far. And that's why also, like, I think that people's patience with them wore thin. Like, yes, it's fun to watch, but also, like, it's that age-old question that we always talk about with Bravo. It's like, are we complicit in these women, like, killing themselves?
Well,
like,
and then think about it, you're putting money to produce a show, like you're trying to produce, and you think you can have your bases covered of these will be the storylines, but you never know. You don't know if a Scandival thing's going to happen. You have to and you never know what's going to work. And sometimes, unfortunately, their insane behavior is what makes these shows work. And so it really then sometimes looks bad on the production, even though we will eat that up. And then we'll kind of be at this moral high ground of like, how dare you? And yet when it's boring and none of that shit happens, we're kind of like, oh, this sucks. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes you look at well, did you watch the finale of Love is Blind?
Yes, I did. I did.
What did you think?
I'm sad about Sparkle, Megan, and Jordan. You guys, I told you.
Well,
I was
Sparkle
rooting for them.
Megan's pregnant right now.
I know she already had her baby, apparently.
She already had the baby.
She literally already had a baby. According to, I don't know, spoilers.
Well-
Sorry, guys. That like we'll find out at the reunion that she had a baby. And yeah, I feel bad that none of them got me. Actually, why? No, I don't feel bad.
No, I don't feel bad. I think that's
this
the
was
right move.
The best for all of them. I did like the whole Edmund thing. I feel like he just shouldn't have like been in that. He shouldn't have been cast.
Yeah, and Ed, I mean, like when he was at the altar with her, and he was like, before she even said no, he was like, "Ow, ow!" He had such a strong reaction because he saw her face, and I felt so bad for him. He's just in a different category if you watch the show, and I don't think they've really spoken enough about that.
Yeah, it's like you have someone that is a lot, potentially mentally unstable, emotionally underdeveloped, and has a very traumatic background in childhood and has been rejected time and time again by his parental figure. So it's like, why are you putting him in the most toxic horrible landscape to quote unquote find love. Like, it's just like, at
Well, at
least it looks
least
like his comment section. It
is
started out
positive.
really negative, but right now it's positive, which I feel like for Edmund, yes, he did the whole like, I'm too nice and that's why you don't want to fuck me. But
Yeah,
I
because
think,
guys, his big thing, if you haven't watched it, was like
yeah.
he was very upset that she wouldn't sleep with him because she wanted to wait until marriage. And he was like, I want to be close to you. Come on. And it didn't come off nearly as creepy as it would on most men. And
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't sleep together, thank God, right? Because she didn't accept the proposal.
No, she was trying to wait until marriage. But I mean, I wasn't sure at one, like, I was like, oh, she seems to actually really love him. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
maybe they could make it work. Like, yes, they argue a lot and like they seem to have like not good communication styles with each other, but like, I don't know. I was rooting for them. I mean, I
Did
actually
you
wasn't rooting for them. I'm sorry. I keep correcting myself. It's good they didn't get married, but I was maybe hopeful about them.
Well, did you see that rumor that Anton and Madison are allegedly together?
Yeah, but I think they're just friends.
Okay.
I'm in deep with the r/Love is Blind on Netflix subreddit. And the other one, there's two. And yeah,
I
I
have
think they're
never
just friends.
touched it at all. What are the craziest things on the Reddit? No, I don't go on Reddit, Sophie.
Ryan,
I
you
know.
think you're so above us, Redditors.
I don't know. If I go deep, it's over. Like I've already have so many time sucks, and like I don't need to see negative. I mean,
You know what?
sometimes it's insane.
I actually think I'm like above people who don't have attention spans anymore because all they do is do the short form videos. I am reading essays on Reddit instead.
Yeah, by insane people, and they're making half of the shit up. What are you talking about?
The amount of like Survivor, like literally like 10,000 word essays on Survivor that I have read on Reddit.
But are they written well, or are they barely?
No, they are. They're written well. It's like, here is why Sarah was one of the best winners of all time when she won Game Changers season 34. And it talks about like the strategy, the gameplay. So what was I saying? Oh yeah.
No,
So
you're talking about Love is Blind, the Reddit threads.
Love is Blind Reddit. I feel like, did you see that Anton posted a video addressing his alcoholism?
Yeah, and he said,
accusations?
like, listen, it's very dangerous for you to say this. I was drinking a little bit more than usual because of the pressure of the situation, but it also takes away attention from people that actually do have alcoholism. What did you think of that?
I don't know. He lost me when he was like, what tequila bottle?
Yeah, because there was a scene, you guys, where
check.
she was like, hey, pour me some tequila. And she was like, it's almost gone. And then she's like, well, give me one of those beers. Wait, the beers are gone as well. And he was like, yeah, I must have finished those. You remember if you finish a
Yeah,
tequila
exactly.
bottle.
Yeah, she was clearly like, what do you mean all the beers are gone? We just got those. And then she was like, is there tequila left at least? And he goes, what? And then he goes,
It's tequila.
let me check. And it's like, no, you know when you finish a bottle of tequila. So yeah, it's like him being shady about it is like the part.
Well, I think Love is Blind in the future, they got to figure this out because there's 2 years. Like, they filmed this 2 years ago. So, of course, Sparkle Megan's already, like, raising a family at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know, even though I'll watch the reunion, I don't know what the purpose of the reunion is when they've all done, like, extensive interviews on Nick Viall or whoever's podcast, where I'm like, what? They've already talked about a lot of these things of, like, I guess it's just to the general audience that doesn't seek out their information from podcasts or Reddit. I just don't know. I'm just like, really? Why are we doing this?
Exactly. I feel like it's just one of those things where it's like they just need to put all the episodes out. Like, you can't have this spaced out like this. Like, we don't care anymore. I mean, I still care.
I just wonder what the what the logistical answer for this is from Netflix of why they do it this way. There must be numbers to back this up of why they do the things that they do. And by the way, this week, you guys, we have a new season of Selling Sunset premiering. And I watched all the episodes this past weekend, and it's you forget how batshit crazy that show is. And it's one of those shows that I think all episodes premiere this week, and we'll forget about it within the next 2 weeks. But it is so insane, and they deal with the LA wildfires.
Oh, God.
And just imagine the Selling Sunset crew. I mean, there is an element of, like, it is great to bring attention to the LA wildfires from January, but it's also, it's like these are there's a different set of people, and
yeah, it was not good last season, in my opinion.
This is better than last season.
Okay.
But it's just in the sheer insanity of like, I can't believe I'm watching this and I
Yeah.
can't believe these people exist in a different way than Lisa Barlow because they all have the same personality a lot of the time. Like, and like Mary Bonnet's house gets broken into and there's a scene where like Jason gives her two of his Rolexes. Like, he's like, here, take this. And then he's like, you know what? I don't wear this one either. Take this as well. It's just like, it's a different class of people.
Huh.
And they're real, but at the same time, you're like, how can you be real? I don't know. It's I don't know how they live their lives. I don't know.
Huh.
Anyways, highly recommend you guys. Highly
Wait,
recommend.
what city do you want them to do next for Love is Blind?
I mean, part of me wants to do fuck it, Love is Blind Los Angeles, or what would be
Love is Blind Floribama.
Oh, Floribama Shore, Love is Blind. Can you imagine? Wait, I'm trying. God, that is a great question. Who else? I mean, what city would you
Love
want to
is
see?
Love is Blind Anchorage.
Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah.
I would be so curious who's up there.
They're just happy to be in ooh, it's warm in here. I'm just
out of the wilderness. No, yeah, I'm just kidding. I know Anchorage is like a very normal place. I'm just so curious. I've never been there. I've never like.
Oh, a Love is Blind season of all people that are off the grid. Like they don't have acts. They don't have any sort of record of who they are or like how they exist.
Yeah. That'd be really safe for sure. That'd be really safe.
Well, anyway.
Love is Blind. Wait, how do you pronounce Appalachia?
I think you just did it. Appalachia.
No, I've asked you this before, I think, because when I pronounced
Appalachia.
Appalachia. Okay, because when I pronounced it Appalachia, everyone yelled at me recently.
Are you on Appalachia TikTok?
No. Oh, we talked about this, I think. Yeah. Yes, actually, yes, I am, about how there are people in Appalachia.
Yeah, there's people, and if you're in the woods,
in the backwoods,
and you hear a whistle, do not whistle back, do not interact. And if you hear like a voice saying your name very close to you, that means they're very far away. But if you hear something that sounds like it's very far away, they're right near you. These weirdos. Sorry,
so
Appalachia.
I want them on Love is Blind.
If you can track them down, like if they're willing to be like submit. Oh, what about Love is Blind DC? Because it seems like politics really are its own reality show.
Have they
not?
They
probably already have done DC.
I feel like they definitely have. That was the season with Taylor and what's his name?
Oh,
yeah, that was season 7.
Oh, just 2 wow, God. Hello. I don't really think about the cities that they're in too much. I'm not like, wow, they're at a Chicago Cubbies game. Like I'm always, I don't know. I just don't think about. Anyway, who? You're not watching Dancing with the Stars, are you?
No, but I'm aware.
You're too young. Sophie.
Yeah, I am.
I feel like Rebecca and I, we're like, oh God, we're at the place where we're into Dancing with the Stars now. And there was big news over the weekend because Dylan Efron, this precious little baby, broke his nose during a dance rehearsal, you guys.
Oh, I saw that. Oh,
and then they showed him. It doesn't look like his nose is broken at all. Like it's not mangled, or I was expecting something gruesome. And he looks just as good as he always does.
No, I was like, oh my God, not the moneymaker. But then I saw his nose and I was like, oh, he's fine. Still hot.
Yeah. Us Weekly did do an article. We talked about it last Monday of why Zac Efron hasn't been there to support his brother Dylan, and they're just saying he's busy. He's just busy. But I feel like it's weird. At this point, the show's been on way over a month. You can get there for one night. It's good for business, Zac. You need to come support your brother, period.
I don't know. I feel like every time he shows up in public lately, people make fun of his appearance. So I like kind of understand.
Oh,
you know
what
I
mean?
Like
a Rob Kardashian kind of a thing?
Yeah. He's like, it's like, oh my God. Whoa. Bigfoot sighting.
Oh my God.
Big chin sighting. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I love Zac Efron. You guys know that.
Me too.
I like 1000% believe he should have won an Oscar. He was so snubbed for Iron Claw. Love him.
Awesome in that.
But yeah, I also understand that like he, there's debate about whether he had cosmetic surgery versus if it was just a result of that fall that he had a couple years ago. I don't know.
And also there's some really horrible AI images out there that are not true that have been out there recently, and people are like, God, what the fuck happened? And he does not look that extreme.
Yeah.
But I just want him to come support. This past week was Wicked night, which by the way, I can't believe you love Wicked.
I do love Wicked. I should like go back and retroactively watch that.
You would have cried multiple times during this episode. The production
value was
high. No, but I cried the week before when it was dedication night. and like
Oh.
we were both bawling. It was like 2 hours of crying. And this, was like, it was Wicked. If you love Wicked, you'll love this. But it is funny. What?
No, I was just going to say, we already have our plan for Wicked 2 over Thanksgiving. We're doing the Cousin Crew again.
Didn't you cry so loud that people like
Yeah.
talked about it? Like people are like,
Yeah.
you were like very vocally crying?
I was like heaving. So.
Oh, wow. That's wild. So the second one, what are your hopes? Well, they just announced that the Cowardly Lion is played by who's that amazing actor?
Colman Domingo, I think.
Colman Domingo, yeah.
And we were all like, I saw the tweets that were like, I love how like we all said this. It was funnier. People on Twitter said marked safe from James Corden.
Oh God, that would have been bad news if he was the coward, and he would have probably begged roles that haven't been like who's going to play Dorothy?
Oh,
Taylor Swift?
James Corden, I think.
James
Actually.
Corden.
I don't know. That's a good question. I could see like, I don't know. Would it be like too? I'm thinking of like the really, really, really like shticky, kitschy casting, which would be like Olivia Rodrigo or like stunt casting like that. When realistically, it's probably just going to be like a normal actress that's like not an A-list singer.
You think it's just going to be a normie?
Not necessarily a normie, but not like, why would it be another pop star? Dorothy doesn't have any numbers.
It would be crazy if it was like Lisa Rinna or something like that.
I'm Lisa Rinna.
Yeah, what's up? The Yellow Road.
Or not?
Oh my God. Wait, was it Glamour magazine or one of the ladies magazines, Lisa Rinna, they had as their correspondent this weekend on like, the carpet. And it was so funny. Adam Scott from Severance, where I don't think Adam Scott fully knows who Lisa Rinna is, but she was like, oh my God, you look amazing. And he was like, you look pretty good. You look great too. Thanks. Isn't it crazy we're here? And like Adam Scott like scurried off and it was just so weird. And Rachel Zoe, who's on this season of Beverly Hills, she interviewed her. And at the end, Lisa Rinna was like, good luck this year. You know what I'm talking about. Good luck.
Like, shut the fuck up, Lisa Rinna.
I think the red carpet, like, we gotta just use Joan Rivers as the blueprint, but like you're trying too many things that are so wrong on red carpets. You either have these like influencer people that never seem to work out because it's like wish fulfillment, like Kim Kardashian's career in a sense, where like also the Lisa Rinnas don't really work out. I don't know what it is. Maybe we'll know when we see it. But it's not this.
I feel like to be a really good red carpet correspondent like Joan Rivers, you have to have that it factor. And no one has that anymore. No one has it. And Joan Rivers is so missed.
Because Joan Rivers, believe this or not, at the end of the day, it was all about saying what she felt in the moment and trying to put a joke out there. And she wasn't so concerned about it's me, Joan Rivers. You know what I'm saying? Where like influencers or Lisa Rinna, it's always like, I'm Lisa Rinna. And Joan Rivers was just about getting the job done and making the stupid joke or the off-color joke. And you never got the sense of pay attention to me. Like, it was just doing the job in a sense.
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I too far off base with that? Or is that?
No, I think that actually makes a lot of sense. It's like you're not like you're just supposed to be able to project onto those people. Like I feel like Lisa Rinna, like you said, is someone who's like, look, it's me. It's me. It's the one you've been waiting for.
That's exactly. And I just don't know. I'm not responding to that in the days of social media. This week, you guys, we had the return of the Kardashians on Hulu. Now I watched this, so you don't have to. It was a pretty it's a real, to think where that show started from to where it is now, it's a batshit crazy episode. Not because of like insane plot points, just because they're all like Kourtney is so lucky to be in that family because she, first off, I think hates her family, but also like, it's like, go girl, give us nothing, give us absolutely nothing. And she talks about, she's so stressed out because she came back from a fitting. Guess what she was getting fitted for?
I don't know.
Coachella.
Kourtney was?
Yeah, not for work, just for outfits to wear at Coachella. And she was like, they just don't get it. They don't get my vibe. They want me in a corset, and that's just not my vibe. I wear like Travis's pants. I'm more loose. I'm more ethereal. And I'm like, girl, you are getting fucking dressed to just go to a festival. What are you talking about? I thought it was for a job.
I love how you give her Lisa Barlow voice.
I know. I don't, guys. I have 3 voices that I can do, and it's just different variations.
Benny drama, which by the way, very sad about Benito Skinner and Terrence O'Connor, his boyfriend, breaking up.
You guys, this
after
is a
9 years.
Yeah, this is a very online couple. So if you're not online, you won't know. But they're both amazingly funny. Benito Skinner, or Benny Drama, he has the show Overcompensating on Amazon, which got picked up for a 2nd season. I highly recommend it. Very funny. And Terrence, very funny himself, but also works with like Lorde, Charlie XCX, and the Haim Girls. But they broke up after 9 years. Do you know anything more? Like who broke up with who?
No, I've seen speculation that it was Benny's choice because he has seemed like he's thriving. His career is really taking off. Terrence apparently has been seeming really sad in his content. So people are speculating that it was not Terrence's choice. But yeah, I mean, very sad. But what I was going to say is that Benny Drama did an interview once because he famously does amazing impressions, especially of Kourtney Kardashian. He says there's always one word that gets him into character. And for Kourtney, it's, oh my God, I can't even do it. It's just... see, it doesn't work when I do it, but it's like, just.
God. Well, then he even did it so well that the Kardashians asked to work with him because he does a Kris Jenner as like kind of Satan, I remember, if I'm remembering correctly. And it was so... his career is so, but anyways, I was sad to hear that this week as well, because I kind of always like, oh, it's so cool that they're together. And they're both extremely attractive dudes. So they're going to be fine in that department.
Oh my God. I was actually thinking it a couple weeks ago. I was like, I wonder if they're still together. I haven't seen them like post each other that much.
Well, I think they were together at the Charlie XCX wedding that they had, like the second wedding they had, the party. But that's got to be weird because there's so many celebrity friends involved. Is that who goes with who? Because they both seem like really nice guys.
Yeah, I feel like they are independently friends with Charlie and like a lot of other celebrity friends. So it's like, who gets Charlie XCX in the divorce? But it seems like he basically said we are in such good terms. There's so much love there. Like
but Sophie, everybody says that at the beginning, and then a couple months set in.
Especially if you're the one who did the breaking up with. Exactly.
Well, Lucas Gage, he was with who's the hairdresser, the Kardashian hairdresser?
Oh, Justin Anderson, is that his name?
No, not Justin Anderson. That's the Hills guy. No, it's he's on the new season of Selling Sunset on an episode.
Oh, Chris Appleton.
Chris Appleton, yeah. Lucas Gage got married to Chris Appleton, and they filmed it for a season of The Kardashians, you guys. It was the weirdest episode ever. They flew to Vegas. They went and saw Shania Twain, like a private Shania Twain thing, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And Lucas Gage just had a book come out, and he talks about, he was like, that was a manic episode. And he can't really talk fully about the relationship because he had to sign a bunch of, NDAs afterwards. But, when you get into that orbit, I remember thinking Lucas Gage, I was like, I love his work on The White Lotus. He worked on Euphoria. And then all of a sudden he's in this fur outfit flying on the Kardashians. If all of a sudden a year ago, the Kardashians were like, we want to take you and Henry, fuck all of your friends. We want to film it for the Kardashians, but it's just got to be you guys. That's a big step.
Yeah, it's a pretty big step, I would say. Some might say.
Yeah, some might say, well, anyways, the Kardashian, a lot of information, like Kim talked about, Kanye hasn't seen the kid in months. And I made this point on Friday's episode where I was just like, it's always the men who are always talking about, I'm the father. You got to listen to what I say. And those are my kids. And then they're nowhere to be found because Kim was like, yeah, I said you can have them every weekend. I said we've never moved. We're in the same house. He just isn't there. He is not there.
Yeah.
And it's always they always talk big. And I'm even divorcing this from the mental health conversation. They want to talk and they want to bitch and they want to be all emotional, but then they can't actually put the work in.
Yeah, like Jax Taylor. My son.
My son.
My son. It's like it rhymes with bison. My son.
Dude, Brittany, the work is starting. You can tell the work finally in some of these photos. I'm seeing them post for the Valley.
It's setting in.
Setting in, yeah.
I haven't looked. So let me look. I'm going to look.
We've seen, Brittany's is very interesting because we usually say housewives and reality stars do all of the plastic surgery work before the season. And they're innovating by having Brittany do it halfway through the season. So we'll get to see the healing process. And I think that's very brave.
That is brave.
It is, in a sense.
Yeah, in a sense, some might say.
Some might say, oh, Lala finally is admitting that she's like a part of the Valley cast. Lala was like, people have been, taking photos. I'm like, nobody's taking photos. Your cast is posting photos of every group event. What are you talking about? Paparazzi are posting photos. You are. The whole cast is posting every group trip, and you're at every group trip. It's insane.
You're not Nicole Kidman, okay?
How's Nicole doing, by the way? We really haven't heard a lot since the split between her
I hope she's doing well.
Highlights.
Oh, did you watch, not to change the subject, because you usually lead things, but I have some stuff I want to say. Have you watched the new I Know What You Did Last Summer on Netflix?
It's, Sophie, I shit you not, it's on our list. We might watch it tonight because it's on Netflix.
Watch it tonight. Perfect spooky season movie. It's so silly. It's silly, but it's fun. And they actually quote, it's like, when movies do the modern day, Gen Z speak, where they're I'm gagged. It's giving nuptials. And there's one part where one of the characters goes, we come to this place for magic. You'll know it when you see it, obviously. So,
but it's done where we laugh at them for saying it, or are they doing it unironically?
No, they're doing it they're doing it to be funny. It's supposed to be a funny joke, a funny gag. But I mean,
even
silly.
Whitney this week on Salt Lake, Whitney was like, I'm gagged. I'm totally gagged.
My God. And that's Bronwyn's thing also.
Oh yeah. They love the hipster lines.
They love it. To be clear, I feel like a lot of this lingo originates from AAVE. So it's that's why Bronwyn also, I feel like people make fun of her a lot for that. Because it's you're a white woman. You're from Utah,
Oh, I know we shouldn't be talking about Salt Lake still, but after Lisa said that thing of I go and cry to my dad in my car, don't you want Lisa Barlow's dad on the show now? Why? I want to see him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love I'm interested to see how he talks. What because he's got to be super confident like Lisa.
Yeah. Who made Lisa Barlow? How did she come to be?
Well, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein comes out in theaters this week and then in Netflix 2 weeks from now. But is Lisa Barlow a Frankenstein? Is she created in a lab?
Honestly,
Lisa Barlowstein?
Honestly, maybe.
Why haven't we seen her dad?
Yeah, exactly. Her dad is Dr. Frankenstein.
And if that was true, it would make sense more of her line when she's like, I live a very different life than you do. If she was created in a lab, that would be a different life.
Yeah, she has to go charge in a pod,
Oh, I made Rebecca watch Weapons last night because it's on Max. Did you watch that?
No, I still haven't watched it. I was like, Christy, we should do a watch party for the baby Starks on our Patreon for Weapons. And she was like, no, I don't see.
Okay, you did a watch party. You did a listening party for Taylor Swift's album, and you did a watch party for what show did you do a watch party for?
We've done it for a couple of shows. We did it for the Salt Lake City premiere. We've done it a couple times.
What do you do? So, for those, the camera's on you guys, and everybody's just watching along?
It's just a live chat. So it's hey, we're signing on. We're pressing play. It's time to start, and then
people are just typing.
Yeah,
so it's not video. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. No, it's really fun. We always have fun doing it.
Oh, I thought the camera was on you guys watching the show, and I was like, that's so
our live
intense.
Reactions.
Yeah.
No, not like that. It's just a live chat. It's really fun, and we're actually doing it instead of doing it for Weapons. We are doing it for the Love Is Blind reunion this Wednesday.
Oh, that's great. So wait, how do you sign up for the? It's Patreon.com/snarkbait.
Yeah, Patreon.com/snarkbaitpod. And our live chat feature is for our tier 2 business runner patrons. So.
Nice.
Yeah. It'll be fun. We always have fun doing it.
I'm stuck 18 years in the past. We just finished recapping season 1 of Roni. That's where we're going to talk about the invention of the printing press next week's episode.
I miss Alex McCord.
Oh, Sophie, all joking aside, they have turned out to be, on this rewatch, Alex and Simon are my favorite. Like,
Yeah.
I have grown in, like, there's the only thing that's crazy, Francois and Johan, their
Yeah.
two kids, those kids were maniacs.
Yeah.
Like, for people that really care about, like, how they looked and stuff like that, supposedly, the kids were maniacs. The show ends with Francois, like, stabbing the shit out of Jason, Bethany's boyfriend's, like, hamburger at the 21 Club. And he's like, ah! Ah! And he's just screaming. And even Ramona's like, what the fuck's going on? And Simon's like, oh, they're just kids. They're kids. And I'm like, behave. Are you kidding me?
I forget, is Simon Australian?
He's Australian, or I think he's because he just went back to Australia on the finale because somebody in his family died.
Oh, that's sad. It was 18 years ago. Still sad. But that was actually a really, really, really good Australian accent that you just did. Like, I feel like with some like fine tuning, you should be able to actually like do Brock. I mean, you won't need to do Brock anymore.
It's me, Brock. I'm Sheena's husband. I'm not on TV right now, but I'm perfecting the accent. I just finished this book about Gwyneth Paltrow by Amy Odell, which was great. But Gwyneth Paltrow was known for her linguistic work, her dialect work in film. And I feel like would it be crazy if I got a dialect coach just to do better impressions? That would be putting the cart before the horse, maybe?
No, honestly, like, no. Like, I actually wouldn't think that was crazy at all. I feel like you're doing it to perfect your craft, which is
really
podcasting. I feel like you could expense it even.
I would try to write that off, of course. But I think, and that would be great too, is just to really, and even be able to film it of like, how do you do a Ramona, and how do you do this, and them like taking us through. I mean, it would drive. Anyways, moving on, you guys. We had the Bruce Springsteen movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere, I think it's called, come out this weekend.
It's a sure, biopic whatever.
With Jeremy Allen White, coming off the heels of last year's Bob Dylan movie with Timothée Chalamet. And, I love Bruce Springsteen, so I'm excited to see this. But, it's I just love actors playing musicians.
It's gotten mixed reviews.
People are saying it's very slow. It's very slow, and it's really about him writing this really depressing album called Nebraska, which I love, right before he did the Born in the USA album. But it's all just, it's very brooding, and, and I saw some people say it's very one note. Is that like, we're supposed to believe this guy was just like, I don't know who I am for like 2 hours, and he would just do these sad songs?
That was Bob Dylan, too.
Yeah. I would love to see Timothy and Jeremy go on the road together.
Wait, what if Jeremy Allen White's Bruce Springsteen is just him doing Timothée Chalamet as Bob Dylan? He's like, I don't know who I am.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put this music down. You hear what I'm saying, Kat? Do you think there will ever be like a Machine Gun Kelly biopic 20 years from now?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Who knows?
No. Who would be? Like, I'm trying to think of, I could definitely see like a Justin Bieber one.
Oh, hell yeah. Which,
Harry
by the way,
Styles.
Harry Styles. Did you see that Justin Bieber started live streaming this past weekend? And he has a whole studio. Like, he's like, yeah, you guys really inspired me to go into live streaming. And so he has like this whole studio space that's his, with like a huge TV, band practice, and he invited fans in and friends, and they're having deep conversations, and he bought like an In-N-Out truck, and so he was eating In-N-Out. And I don't know, man. Yeah. Did you watch any of this? I saw some of it on TikTok.
No, but I saw some discourse about it.
What was the discourse?
Very peculiar. Just like, what is this behavior? Just a very peculiar person.
I guess it reaches out to the kids because everybody's streaming now. But sometimes I think the allure of a celebrity is that they don't have to do that shit.
Yeah. It's like when Leonardo DiCaprio went on the Travis Kelce podcast.
I know, you're like, this shouldn't be happening.
No, I'm like, no, that's like not what you do.
Yeah,
other people do that, not you.
Yeah, I want it to be a mystery. I don't want to hear that like, Leo, like, oh, it's weird. Leo made like 30 fart jokes. I didn't know he was like a fart joke guy. You know, like you don't want to know.
Wait, did he really?
No, but could you imagine if he did? Like, you would be so like weirded out. You'd be like, did DiCaprio make fart jokes?
That's why also like the top actresses of the moment, if you want to, argue otherwise, I would say that Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence are up there.
Yeah.
Neither of them have Instagram. Fun fact.
Neither are on Instagram, you said?
No. Yeah.
God bless them. Their life
And
must be
that's like
so
how it
happy.
should be when you're an A-list, like serious actor.
Yeah. Well, speaking of serious actors, is Sydney Sweeney. Her new film, Christy, not the
Yeah.
co-host of Snarkbait. She's not playing Christy
Yeah.
from Snarkbait. She's playing a boxer named Christy. And every time I see the preview for this, I'm so bad. I like laugh hysterically
Same.
because the wig in it looks like a Saturday Night Live sketch where you're
Yeah.
like, the movie should just be called like Oscars, Please Notice Me. And it's probably a good movie, but the wig work in it is so alarming. I don't even know what to say. I can't.
I just can't unsee Sydney Sweeney. You know?
You mean just in general or in this movie?
No. Every time I close my eyes, I see her.
She's with me.
No, I mean, in this movie, like, I feel like, and not to talk about Timothée Chalamet again, not to glaze Timothy too much, as the kids would say. But I feel like Timothy actually did disappear into he disappears into a role where I'm like, that's not Timothée Chalamet. That's Bob Dylan. That's Paul, what's his fucking face from Dune? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. And Treaties, yeah.
Yeah, and treaties, whatever you call it. Like, I don't know.
Sorry.
With Sydney
I see
Sweeney,
the same.
I'm like,
it's always the same wiry kid. I'm like, oh, he's got a little wispy mustache this time. He's like always I'm just like,
yeah,
when
but
is this
he's
guy
so
going to
good.
get some meat on his bones?
But he's
amazing.
So good.
He's amazing. But there was that transition that DiCaprio had in between like Titanic and The Beach where he beefed up a little bit. And you can only stay, I mean, like how long can Chalamet stay this wiry?
It's his body type, Ryan. He can't.
It is his body type, but
it.
eventually people do change. I mean, I wonder if he will ever play a role where he has to gain like 40 pounds and it will like force feed himself.
I will say, and this isn't like to body shame him, I wonder what can be done about the fact that he used to have like a famously defined jawline. And now he
famously.
And now he really doesn't. Like, I don't know what happened with that. What can be done about that? Yeah, I guess that's really sad.
It is really sad. Well, who knows? We'll hopefully find out. A couple more things before we leave. Also, Dr. Wendy's case. Dr. Wendy got a lawyer. She is fighting the charges, and she's saying it's an illegal arrest. And that everything needs to be thrown out. She's not saying she didn't do it. She's saying that the arrest was illegal and everything, all of the depositions, everything needs to be thrown out. She has a different lawyer than her husband, Eddie. Eddie has a lawyer now as well. At the time of the press release for Dr. Wendy a couple days ago, he didn't. Now he does. And I wonder what that is in terms of, and this is another great thing for the Bravo docket. I'm sure they will do an episode on this, why they're doing this separately. But I find it very interesting that she didn't just say all of this is false. She said it's an illegal arrest, not that I didn't do it.
I wonder if they have separate lawyers because they're going to potentially turn on each other.
There is that thought in my head. Are they okay as a couple? Like, are they together during this? Or is this par for course for legal things like this where you get your own lawyer?
Yeah, let us know, you guys, if you and your spouse have ever been arrested together for a felony charge. Let us know.
Hey, write us. That'd be great. Also, this is Halloween this week. Do you guys have any big Halloween plans?
Oh, actually, yeah. So like this weekend, we went out to dinner last night, and obviously we had a nice day together today to celebrate our anniversary. But next weekend is the real celebration. We're doing a Halloween festival.
What does that mean?
I'm excited.
Wait, what? What's a Halloween festival?
It's just like a Halloween festival that's an hour away from the city. We're doing they say to dress up. I haven't done a costume in so long.
Just
I'm so boring.
Just the two of you or a group of your friends?
No, just the two of us. And we're going to do like apple cider donuts. I think they have like a haunted hayride. They have all because I love fall and I haven't had a chance to like do fun fall stuff. So like this is my ideal day. I'm so excited.
You don't know what you're going to dress up as? Or you do?
I don't think I'm going to dress up. Is that really boring and bad? I might do like cat ears or something, you know?
Yeah, I mean, girls are, you can put a trash bag on and say you're white trash, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
I'm dressing up as somebody we have a Patreon live on Wednesday, and I'm dressing up as somebody from a housewife. I can't say who it is yet, but I think you'll notice immediately. It involves a lot of work. Oh, which by the way, somebody put this in a comment because I said Todd Bronwyn's husband and Muzzy were the same person and he was putting on prosthetics. And then somebody in the comments, I just saw this today, said he's Mrs. Goutfire because of the gout dick comment. And I thought that was hysterical. It was so funny.
Wait,
Mrs.
I did
Doubtfire.
see. I actually did see. I know what post you're talking about, but that comment is so.
Yeah, no, cause like usually like I'll pay attention to like comments for like the first couple of hours and then I won't see anything. Like I won't check it. And then that came up and I was like, this is fucking hysterical. I can't believe I didn't see this a couple days ago. As we close out here, I saw this article today and I wanted to get Sophie's thoughts on this. Jamila Jamil, famous actor and activist. The quote says, accidentally orgasmed while DJing in front of 6,000 farmers. And she
What?
was being interviewed. And she said she was DJing the Young Farmers Ball. And there were these ginormous speakers, which meant that there was nowhere to put the decks other than on top of the speakers. And she said, I'm a sensitive young woman, or I was at the time. I was 26, I think, and I had to DJ on the speakers. But the vibration of the bass was, awakening something in my groin area. I'm like, go away. It's fine. Just go away. So I have an orgasm and then I think I've gotten away with it. And I think it's mildly funny. But then once women pop, we're like Pringles. We can't stop. And so it happens again.
That's not true, first of all.
She had multi-orgasms DJing.
Jamila Jamil is famous for being a pathological liar.
I was wondering if Tracy Morrissey has seen this yet. Because Tracy Morrissey used to go deep on like the bee sting story with Jamila Jamil.
Yes. And like car accident, cancer, swarm of bees. Like she has a lot of tall tales that have never ever been verified. So yeah, I think a lot of people think that she's a pathological liar. So I'm gonna say I don't believe her.
Yeah, I mean, it was but I was more thinking of like all the Bravo DJs out there right now. Like, is Kyle Cook at BravoCon gonna like ejaculate into the audience?
Stop.
Like, whoa.
First of all, that's assault. That would be assault.
Me saying that?
No.
Oh, he did that.
Yes.
I was like, really?
You saying that actually is assault also. But yeah, that would be assault. So let's hope he doesn't do that.
But now we have Dorinda as a DJ. We have DJ Meredith Marks as a DJ. And then somebody just recently announced they're looking into DJing as well.
They're looking into it.
They're looking into the ones and twos. And I thought this was insane. Oh, wait, shit. Finally, last thing. Aaron Sorkin, he wrote The Social Network, the film directed by David Fincher about
movie.
Facebook. Well, they are currently filming the sequel to The Social Network. It is called The Social Reckoning, and it'll be released on October 9th, 2026. And Jeremy Strong from Succession and this new Bruce Springsteen movie is playing Mark Zuckerberg. And we also have Mikey Madison in this, and Jeremy Allen White is in this again. But this is so insane, you guys. They were filming in Canada this past week, and they're reenacting January 6th. And they have Canada, there's like, the set is in Canada of like the capital and stuff like that. Like they're filming this for The Social Network. And I was like, that is insane. I bet that's probably the end of the movie of this sequel or something. But like they're reenacting January 6th in this movie.
What an interesting concept. I mean, the fact that they're billing it as a sequel, but they recast the lead.
They recast everything.
And The Social Reckoning is a stupid title. It doesn't have the same flow as The Social Network. Also, that was a perfect movie. So it's like they should just make a separate movie. Why does it have to be a sequel?
Well, I mean, I think it has to be a sequel because then it gets like some sort of attention or buzz. And who knows, maybe they'll distance itself from that movie. But Aaron Sorkin wrote both. I'm just curious if this will be like a straight to like HBO movie or this will be out in the theaters. But like Jeremy Strong's already on the red carpet going, I take my work very seriously. I'm approaching Mark Zuckerberg as I approach every role with a lot of studying, and he doesn't even have a Facebook account. I'm like, this guy has no clue how toxic Facebook really is. Like, how does somebody explain to Jeremy Strong, the person, what Facebook is and what it's turned into,
Yeah, you don't, honestly.
I don't know, but it's wild, you guys. Okay, so who's coming up on Snarkbait this week? We got Dark Energy Tuesday, and then we got on Thursday a new episode. Who are we covering?
We are doing a deep dive on a very, very, very big influencer. I won't say who. I'm going to let it be a surprise,
Alex
but
Earl.
It is an influencer. We already did Alex Earl. So you're just going to have to find out. And then on our Patreon, we are doing a true crime hour on Wednesday with a very, very, very scary true crime story.
For spooky season.
Yeah, because it's spooky season, and it's been a while since we've done a true crime story, so it's time. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so go sign up for the Patreon, go subscribe to the show, rate it 5 stars, do all that stuff. Sorry about the pumpkin cake, and good luck with the Halloween festival this weekend, Sophie. We love your love. Please tell your husband how awesome he is. He's salt of the earth. And you guys have a great start to your week. Come back all week. We got great guests. We got all the normal stuff, and we will talk to you very soon. Bye.
Bye.